All right.
I don't know if I'm too late for this week or too early for next week. That's the scary part.
Very good student. Front student.
Right there. I close the meeting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting started. We got microphones in the house. We're going to let you know what you think. See, he remembers that commercial. All right. Come on, people. Sounds like you want me to sing. Thank you. Pipe down. It's my turn. Actually, it's not my turn. It's Alyssa's turn. Alyssa's coming up here. Give her a round of applause, please. Come on, people. Let's get it started. Come on, let's go. Alyssa! She's experienced. Alyssa. Oh, here, let me help you. This is twisted like that.
Yes.
Now it is firmly in place. Let me see. Look over here. I got to make sure I'm focused in on you. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
there we go.
Everybody, take a breath. Take a breath.
Now a round of applause. Here we go. Applause. She's in place. We're ready. All right.
Thank you. Care more about guns than everyone's lives. Rather despise, demonize, antagonize, criminalize, terrorize. Well, tranquilize and harmonize. Hear the mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, daughters, aunts, uncles, sons, nephews, nieces, friends, lovers, significant others, cries of their lives that died, or their loved ones that died from the gun we chose over everyone, and wasn't sorry for their dead bodies, hardly cared, just said life's not fair, guns don't kill people.
Yeah.
Erase the nation, return to creation and salvation, end desecration, segregation, damnation. Erase the nation, nature's nationless, bliss, man missed, man misses, is missing, dismissing, essence, nirvana, the dharma, the Tao, knows no bounds now. Erase the nation.
Yeah.
Sockeye salmon, returning to the beginning for the ending after swimming away, beautifully, stunningly slipping back. Vibrant red marks the dead, the motion of the ocean too violent, so they return to the streams for peace and tranquility to feed the grizzly, the trees, and the next nursery will all feed from their bodies.
Oh.
Thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa Palin. All right. And as I like to say, forearmed is forewarned.
Watch out.
I'll get back to me on that. Speaking of forewarning and forearming, we have Hal Robbins. Dr. Hal is in the house. He's going to come forth and hold fifth. And he's certainly someone forced to reckon with. And then we have James, then Mark, then Garrett, and then anybody else who so desires to transgress and represent. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's
The theme of the pet peeve seems to indicate that everything is great and only one thing is wrong. A sort of a fatuous and irritating attitude. And another irritating thing about it is it might be thought that you like your pet peeve because it's your pet, so you nurse your dislike. And actually, that happened to me with this poem, which I used not to like. But over-familiarity made it more likable. Though I don't usually care for the voice of surrealism in poetry. This is called April Rise by Laurie Lee. If ever I heard blessing in the air, I hear it now, in this still early day, where lemon green the vaporous morning drips wet sunlight on the powder of my eye. If ever I heard blessing, it is here where birds in trees that shoals and shadows are splash with their hidden wings, and drops of sound fall on my ears, their crests of throbbing air. Pure in the haze, the emerald sun dilates. The lips of sparrows milk the mossy stones, while, white as water, by the lake, a girl swims her green hand among the gathered swans. Now, as the almond trims its smoking wake, dropping small flames to light the candled grass, now as my low blood scales its second chance, if ever world were blessed, now it is. Anytime whatsoever? Oh, 3 minutes. All right. Here is one. It's a pity Christine left because this is Clark Ashton Smith with his usual cosmic fixes for personal problems. A poem called The Last Oblivion. Not while the woods are redolent of spring and scentless immortelles of autumn blow, shall I evade your loveliness, or know surcease of love, and love's remembering, but haply wandering worlds and cycles hence through unforeseen fantastic avatars, I will forget you in the future stars, and take of time an alien recompense, till in some strange and latter planet wrought of molten shards and meteor dust of this, my hand shall pluck an unsuspected bloom that lifts again the scarlet of your kiss, and I will muse and linger, knowing not the love that perished like a lost perfume.
Wow. Dr. Howe, famed and noted orator of the Bay Area and beyond. The last performance I saw him at was on Phoebe, the lost moon of Jupiter in 2019. It was in the future, but
it's not lost. I'm still alive.
Thank you. All right. James Conrad, I know you're here. Please present yourself to the mic. Give him a round as he comes forward. Further adventures, I'm sure. Entertainment secure.
Hello, folks. My name is James Conrad, and I have a book here. I have like a single copy for sale. I'm going to need the other one for Cafe International, but I'll be getting more soon. But this is my book here. It's called The Madman and the Mechanics Institute. And we're about to go along in the series, and this particular game depicted is one that I've played many, many times. So without further ado, we have Episode 5 of The Madman and the Mechanics Institute. Cheng gathered the pieces and took white. He moved his king's pawn from e2 to e4. Josh then moved his queen's pawn from d7 to d5. "You're in trouble now," said Josh with a sneer, fixing Chang with a malevolent glance, daring him to make the capture and make his day. Chang struggled to keep a smile from his face as he saw the next five plays clear as day and moved his knight to f3. "Okay," said Josh, snickering and capturing Chang's pawn on e4. Without missing a beat, Chang moved his knight to e5. Josh threatened the knight by moving a pawn to f6, but with an easygoing swoop, Chang moved his queen to h5. "Stop trying to be a tough guy," said Josh, his eyes squinting with disdainful resentment, and moved a pawn to g6, posing a danger to the queen. Chang, his face showing no concern whatsoever, brought his bishop to c4. "Come on, man," said Josh. "You've got to be kidding me. Don't you have more sense than that? I could have sworn you did. I mean, aren't you Asian? Didn't your people invent this game, more or less?" Chang shrugged, his face blank. Josh took his queen. Unfazed, he moved his bishop from c4 to f7. "Checkmate," he said. With pained, incredulous eyes, Josh saw that Chang's bishop was attacking his king, the king's pawn remained unmoved, blocking the king, and the knight at e5 protected the bishop and cut off the king's escape to d6. He sat there, shaking his head, his mouth hanging open. "Play again?" asked Chang. Josh let out an irritated breath and gave his shoulders a quick shrug. "Yeah, why not? Thanks very much."
Madman of the Mechanics Institute. Now, Mr. Marco Harps, you are the next person up. You are the mini feature.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your attention.
My inflection.
Pardon me, sir?
Go ahead.
No, if you please, you finish your thought.
No, I can't do that. If I could do that, I would have.
Your inability to do so will be taken up only too willingly by my flapping jaws.
I'm impressed.
You shouldn't be. Why?
Well, I just say.
I'll repeat why.
Hi.
YMCA, why WCA, why not? Tammy, why not? Your hair's in a knot. I don't care. They call me a snot. I shop at Big Snots when I broke and when I'm a joke.
There you go. Are you ready?
I am always ready. I was born ready, except when I'm not steady.
There we go. You're on.
Uh-oh.
Give me a round of applause, my God.
I repeat these jokes because maybe I get better with time, but probably not. My friend Mike was always upstanding. Why did Cleopatra have Deneuve, as the Cowardly Lion in the Wizard of Oz said, Deneuve, to refuse Frank Sinatra in the afterlife? Because she was the queen of the night. What do you want for nothing?
Better, a lot
You
better.
have a biscuit. What do you take? What do you got when you got? What's a wish sandwich? That's when you got 2 pieces of meat, 2 pieces of bread. I wish you had some. I can't even tell my stolen jokes correctly.
That's a good joke, though.
Yeah, well,
Don't start again.
listen. I ordered my steak happy medium, and the waitress said, "Hey, I don't need a philosopher. I just need a tip." I told her seahorse in the 7th. She told me, "Here's the door. Don't come back, whore." And on and on. If you ever had a woman call you a whore, you know that she did. I always seem to go back into that groove, but I don't know what it is, but there it is. So in honor of a passing of who let loose his last gas, you would appreciate the humor, I'm sure. Blues man, rock and roll man, great man, in my humble opinion. Never knew him, never met him. Got to see him at Watkins Glen. 750,000 people. We knocked the fence down, and we didn't pay for the tickets. No brag, just fact. At Watkins Glen, 72. Greg Allman, one of the founding members of the Allman Brothers Band, just passed.
Oh.
Miss Jamie was playing.
69, I think it was. Good year to go. I guess. The crossroads seem to come and go. Gypsy flies from coast to coast. He'll not to have a care. You might see him anywhere. Straight into the arms he will run, like the shot of a gun to sweet Melissa. Oh, sweet Melissa. Oh, I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like a hurricane in the driving rain, just about to go insane. All day, mom, half the night, you walk around looking such a fright. Lord, is it me, or is it you? I'll make a wager and I'll hope to lose. Anyway, Greg Norman, wherever you go when you're gone. Don't take her for granted. She has a hard time. Don't misunderstand her. Play with her mind. She gets so lonely for you. She believes you're the only who will see her through. Just treat her kind. She will love you blind. Do all you can to ease a troubled mind. Don't take her for granted. She has a hard time. There ain't nothing like the sensitive kind. Just prove you love her every day and night. I'm sure you'll discover she will treat you right. Don't take her for granted. She has all the time. There ain't nothing like the sensitive kind. Just be a man, prove you understand. Don't make a man, just hold her hand. Don't take her for granted. She has a hard time. There ain't nothing like sensitive kind. And you got to know she is the sensitive kind. That's an old J.J. Cale song called
Sensitive kind.
Everyone's looking at his notes,
Oh,
which is probably a detriment to my lyrics.
We appreciate everything you have done, are doing, and will do.
The mini feature.
One more time, we need to mark the hearts.
7 minutes, 59 seconds.
6 minutes and 54 seconds. Always tell me, you can always tell me you're
I know you most of you are white because, man, that was the worst rhythm section first rhythm section I've never hired.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, what do I want for nothing? So if you wouldn't mind holding off, because you can throw Marco Harps off, but you can't. What's that saying? Never
You need a horse in Gibraltar, but you can't make him think.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
15 seconds? Listen to this guy.
Well, you're, you know,
I was standing on the corner.
Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see.
Exactly, stack it up to me.
Yeah, to me. Thank you, Marco Hart. All right. Without further ado, we have our clincher closer, super duper bulldozer, the last word no one shall gainsay, this mighty man and his speech. Garrett Murphy, would you kindly pop up? Get ready here. I always like this. This is great. No holds barred, no prisoners taken, etc.
Commentator of our time.
Yes.
Commentator, what?
Dictator?
Commentator.
Commentator of our time.
He's good. He's focused. He's intent. We like it.
A poet.
Hardly know her.
The species you wish would become extinct. No, the Apius vulgaris. No is not what you think it is. It's not the type you find in trees or with long prehensile tails, and you won't find any fur to cover its body, rather clothing just like yours or mine, and its chant is far worse than any of those in the wild or even at the zoo. And if any of them do eat bananas, you can be sure to find the peelings all over the wrong places. But the most distinguishing trait of the Apius vulgaris is their utter inability to shoot straight when it comes to trash cans or even their own bathrooms.
Yeah.
Which is why, no matter where you go or where you walk, you always have to watch out for, along with the usual pieces, the residue of the Apius vulgaris' phlegm, or is it remnants of a leaky brain? Yeah, I was channeling Dorothy Parker for this one. It's called Whoopers Cool You Ain't. With respect and apologies to Dorothy Parker. I hate whooping. It rips my ears and sears my mind and reveals the wolfness that would be fine on a wolf. Not so much on the wannabes, especially while it hurts the ears and rattles the brains and disrupts the concentration that's not the TV game show. I hate whoopers. They derail my train of thought, and that's no whistle. Sorry, Charlie Hebdo. You claim that you're a revolution, but well, you know, you claim you want to change the world. You hide behind the Constitution, and well, you claim the right to freedom of speech and artistic expression. As per the fact of the destruction of pride or self-esteem or ethic or yes, your own, all sane folk would and should count themselves out, and ridicule should never be considered alright. Griffith claimed to be a revolution, and well, you know, some would say Spiel was free express. Some dubbed Reagan a revolution, and well, it was said that he wanted us comfortable with our prejudice. But as for the claim that I am, you are, they are, we are, all I can tell you is no, sorry, I am so not you, Charlie, and the slaughter you suffered was definitely not alright. You see, schoolyard bullies prey on those less than them, using satires and masks by poking fun at others for immutables that cannot be changed, just as race or religion or disability, gifts that keep on giving forever and ever, especially when you are far from the other. And just as for example, some boys in SF with a tiger named Tatiana, they poke and poke and poke and did more poke and poke and poke, till finally the tiger got fed up with it and responded. One SF boy will never taunt again. You wail, but it's just some cartoons, meaning just good clean fun of Muhammad. Where have we heard such claims before? About the time of the little black sample? Or those of the minstrel shows? Possibly it was the spirits on Ebony White. Or was it about the so-called Indians? Or maybe the Chinamen? Maybe the Jewish moneylender or mother? Perhaps the commercials of the Frito Bandito? Or the long overdue Redskins? Or perhaps simply all the above and more. You'd call for the revolution of free speech and artistic expression, but when looking for a symbol of such Mr. and Miss Charlie, methinks I'll look elsewhere. For you and your own conveniently forget to consider one paraphrase. With great freedom comes great responsibility. Can is no synonym of should or must, and I'd rather have folks too comfortable with their prejudice. Too many such people have acted on that comfort. Among them Griffith, Wallace, Hoover, Connor, Bobbis, George Zimmerman, Darren Wilson, Daniel Pantaleo, Jeremy Joseph Christian, and your colleagues' killers. Killing your colleagues was not all right, and neither is killing one's pride in oneself, even for what you claim to be freedom of speech or artistic expression.
There you go. Garrett Murphy. Yeah,
One addendum to this one, Jeremy Joseph Christian was a scumbag who knifed 3 people for defending 2 women. That's important.
Nicely done. Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you. All right. You have endured. And now if this person's going to kindly shuffle these cards. When you came to the open signed in, you put your name next to a number, and now the cards with numbers are being shuffled. And I'm going to introduce the prizes. We have gold. Holding a shoe on that. Like I said, I was surprised to see that most of the gold in the world is owned by people who own the jewelry, not gold bars in the bank or simple things.
So they squeezed
Yes, I was going to ask, is that the post
I think the Martian said they used to turn it around.
Scientific America Cosmic Dawn. How to Encourage Girls in Math and Science. It's a great read.
I thought it was a what?
That's all right. The Birth of New Physics, in case you're interested in physics. And then those people who are light of heart, When We Were Very Young, A.A. Milne, author of Winnie the Pooh, and it's a very nice little book. Then, of course, you can be the co-pilot, as this man is here. The Last Word, which Garrett did. Keynote, which was Owen Dunkel today. Next week's theme, this week's was Pet Peeves. And then the mini feature, who comes back in the second half for an 8-minute stint, which you were.
Write it down, Marco Harps. I never will.
Michael Harps was that today.
No, I wasn't very.
All right, so are they shuffled? He's shuffling.
Feature with the skinny creature and mini feature.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our first wiener of the evening. Number 21 is 21.
Marco Hart.
Marco Harps, you're the winner of the first winner of the evening.